Hi, my name is Karis and I'm joined here today by Arthur so we can talk a little bit about the Catalina and Drew Harrison's artwork of it. Arthur, I'm sure you have a lot of interesting facts that you could tell us.
Oh, look, the Catalina, absolutely one of my favourites. Drew's depicted this as one of the famous colour schemes as the Black Cats, and it's called the Black Cats in the Shadows. An incredible aircraft, multi-role, it actually took transport, it did bombing, it did laying mines, it did surveillance, did rescues. You name it, the Catalina did it.
Wow, so what was its main role though?
Oh, look, its main role was certainly surveillance and also coastal patrols, anti-submarine type warfare. It took it out to the South Pacific. It did evacuations when it was required, and tragically there was a very sad event off Broome where a number of people in Catalinas and Dorniers and other aircraft were killed as a result of an attack by the Japanese. But its main role was that, and it's incredible aircraft.
And I heard it could go long distance as well?
Yes, the Catalina earned the name of the Double Dawner, and what it meant by that was that later in the war it was used for very secretive operations for missions between Australia and Asia and indeed Europe. And they stripped it down and put extra fuel on it, and it had a flying endurance, a time it could fly, which spanned more than 2 dawns. So it became a take off before dawn one day, see that dawn, fly all day into the next day and see the next dawn, and got the name the Double Dawner.
So here we have Drew's artwork of the Catalina titled Black Cat in the Shadows. So let's take a closer look if you want to grab something there. Wow, that just looks amazing.
Look, the thing I love about this artwork, apart from it being incredible quality, museum quality, and all the materials there that could be hanging in the National Gallery or some, amazing war museum somewhere. But the fascinating thing I find is when you look at the actual artwork, you'll see that the rondelle on the end of the fuselage doesn't have a red dot, which is very synonymous with Australia's aircraft markings on its military aircraft. And the reason for that was there was an event off Broome in World War II whereby the Catalina was very similar to a Japanese aircraft, and it was actually attacked because they thought the red in the rondelle was the Japanese meatball, as it was called at the time. So that led to the removal of the red from the rondelle for the rest of the time in World War II, so it was never confused with Japanese aircraft.
Wow, that's amazing. So this artwork here, it comes limited to 100. It will be signed and numbered by the artist Drew Harrison. You can display this in a frame, or you can have it stretched over a frame as canvas. And when doing so, the information here about the artwork will be presented on the back of it as well. So the sizing for this artwork is 600 by 450 and only $249.
Look, it's unheard of to get something of this quality for that sort of price. I think the high quality of this is just extraordinary. Karis, this is another representation of Drew's amazing artwork, this time on the rag etched paper. And basically, again, everything about it is museum quality, and it really does show the black cat being the black Catalina, and the reasons they were painted black was to give it extra camouflage for its night operations, of which it was quite famous for. And of course the squadrons that were operating in Australia, and indeed one flying down at HARS at Albion Park is painted in that scheme.
Wow, so this artwork here is limited to 250. It will also be signed for and numbered by the artist. It's 600 by 450 with a 50mm border, and the price for this one is only $195, which is just incredible.
Again, the flexibility it gives someone who's buying this to present it how they wish in their own home and have a museum quality piece of artwork hanging there showing such an iconic aircraft is just extraordinary.
Absolutely. I mean, guaranteed to last over 75 years is just incredible. So here we have Drew's artwork, Black Cat in the Shadows, on a 3mm aluminium artwork. It's truly incredible how this artwork comes through on a product like this. If you want to give it a feel, it's just amazing.
Just extraordinary. I mean, the quality of it, how it feels. On the back is the limited edition information, including a diagram of the Catalina. The way the artwork has been so faithfully represented again in this medium is incredible. It really is something I think any aviation enthusiast would want with both hands, I can assure you.
Yeah, definitely. So these are limited to 250, only $169, $350 by $262. It can be hung, it can be put on a shelf, it comes with a hook on the back and legs as well. It's just amazing. So let's talk a bit about the Black Cat in the Shadows on a medallion. This is a limited edition medallion, part of the Air Force 2021 Centenary range. Having a closer look, Arthur, tell us a bit more about the medallion.
as they say in the classics, this is not just a medallion, this is a proof medallion. And being a proof medallion, we're talking about 50 mil diameter. It is silver plate over a brass alloy centre. The quality is extraordinary. The pricing of this, which you'll advise us of shortly, people, collectors, aviation enthusiasts just clamber to get their hands on this, and when you start to talk about an iconic aircraft like the Catalina, they'll be screaming for this one.
Yeah, absolutely. So these are limited to 500 units and only $45. Comes with a certificate of authenticity, which will also be numbered.
Karis, yet again, the artwork has been so amazingly reproduced on everyday products that every man and his dog can get. Here we've got a stubby cooler, or a drink cooler, depending on how politically correct you are. And again, the artwork is incredible on it, limited to 1,000. So anyone who sees this knows you're one of the lucky ones. $10 a pop, can't believe it.
Absolutely, $10 for the drink cooler, $15 for the mug. They're all marked as limited edition. Information on the product on the bottom of the mug or the inside of the drink cooler. Only 1,000 units. Like, these are just going to fly out of the door.
I just can't believe how well the artwork has been able to be represented on these products. They're extraordinary quality.
Absolutely.